Speed Duel is a fast-paced alternative format for Yu-Gi-Oh! Using regular cards and throwing in skills to shake things up, making some unused cards more viable, allowing more anime strategies to come to life. Join us as we progress through each Speed Duel product release and draft each skill available at that time before battling it out in Speed Duel Skill Draft. The GX Duel Academy box was released April 1st, 2022, and just like the Battle City box, contains 8 pre-built 20-card decks along with 23 additional cards for further customization. This box introduces a ton of new cards, but some standouts are DD Warrior Lady, a monster that can banish itself and any monster at battles, Wall of Disruption, a trap that permanently lowers monsters' attack, and Cyber Dragon, a level 5 machine monster that can be special summoned if only your opponent controls monsters. This set introduces 20 new skill cards. Here Goes Something lets you, once per duel during the battle phase, while you control exactly one elemental hero and no other monsters, gain 800 attack and the ability to attack all of your opponent's monsters. So this is the deck we're bringing to today's game. This is Destiny Heroes, or I suppose more, it is Destiny End Dragoon Turbo. So Destiny End Dragoon is a really, really powerful boss monster, and we're going to read it first because it's very integral to what this deck wants to do. So it's a fusion monster with 3000 attack, 3000 defense that's made using Plasma and Dogma. A fusion summon this card can only be done with the above fusion materials. Once per turn, you can target one monster your opponent controls, so face up or face down. Destroy that target. If it was a face up monster, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack it had on the field. You cannot conduct your battle phase the turn uses this effect. So if Alex summons like a 4000 attack monster for whatever reasons, for example the Cyber End Dragon he summoned last week, we could just destroy it and immediately do 4000 damage to Alex's life points, and that's it. It's just fantastic. And if nothing else, it's a 3000 beta, which is again really, really strong. Once per turn, during your standby phase, if this card is in your graveyard, you can banish one Destiny Hero card from your graveyard to special summon this card. So again, we should have 2 Destiny Heroes in there already, because we'll be sending Plasma and Dogma to the graveyard to summon this card, so it basically can keep reviving itself twice, which is really, really, really powerful. It's going to be a really sticky card and really hard for Alex to deal with. So to facilitate that, we are on the skill Fusion Party, still in its pre-errated form. We can activate the skill during our main phase. Once per duel, you can fusion summon a fusion monster from your extra deck using materials from your hand or field as fusion material. So it's just polymerization. This gets errated later to have to discard a card, but this version does not. Going forward, if we see this, it will be the errated version. So we've got the 3 Dogma. We will basically never summon this card. This is in it just as fusion fodder. We have 3 Plasma. We might summon this card. It's a bit more summonable because we can summon it just by tributing 3 monsters, and its effect is really, really good, but basically this is in here just to facilitate getting to Dragoon. We're on 3 Breaker because it's one of the best generic monsters, 3 copies of Sphere Karibo because it is a dark for Allure of Darkness, and also it is a hand trap that we can use to try and interrupt without having to worry about our back row getting destroyed. We are on the aforementioned Allure of Darkness because, again, consistency in this deck, we just want to keep drawing, get into all of our pieces and some Destiny End Dragoon as soon as possible. A Polymerization, in case our Destiny End Dragoon gets outed by anything, we want another way to go into it, so we got the Poly. 2 Night Beam, I think this is just the best spell trap removal we have access to at the moment. We could have used Cosmic Cyclone, but we don't really need to drop our life points at the moment, and we want to use the Allures and the Breakers, and because of our restricted list, we can't really play Breakers with Cosmic Cyclone, so that's why we're on this. Wall of Disruption, Widespread, and Zoma are all here as one-offs, because Alex really loves that Nobleman of Extermination, and we want to try and get him as little value off that as possible. So the extra deck, we have Blue Eyes Ultimate and the 1000 Eyes. These are in here primarily to be summoned off Waking the Dragon. We're on the 3 aforementioned Destiny and Dragoon, and then Destiny Hero Dangerous. So this can be made using a Destiny Hero in any dark, so basically the rest of the deck. Quick effect, we can discard a card, send 1 Destiny Hero monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard. If you do, Destiny Hero monsters you control gain 200 attack for each Destiny Hero monster in your graveyard at the end of this turn. You only use this effect once per turn. So the card we send is 1, and the material we use to make this will be a 2nd, so this will always be boosting by at least 400, which is pretty good. This is basically kind of a backup plan in case Destiny and Dragoon fails, but it's a good option. Then for the side deck, we're on 2 Offerings, 1 Waking, 1 Wall of Disruption, and 2 Lost Wind. This is just to answer anything that Alex might have. So this is a pretty strong deck. I think this is probably the strongest deck we have left in our arsenal. Destiny and Dragoon is a really powerful boss monster, and if we can get it out, we should probably just win the game off that. But let's see what Alex has got for us and fire it into the games. So last week we had the Zane mirror match, the Cyber Darks versus the Cyber Style, which was a very cool matchup. It was very aesthetically pleasing. We managed to end the game with both Cyber Dark Dragon and Cyber End Dragon on the board bashing heads, which I thought was really, really cool. I don't know if you have that kind of anime nostalgia that I do, but for me that was like, oh.
Not really, because I didn't watch GX.
It's a shame. GX was cool. You should go back and watch it. I know it might be a bit of a hard sell in our year 2023, but it probably still holds up. We still have a ton of new skills and new cards to play around with. Obviously, again, we don't have to use the new skills or the new cards, but we probably will because it's more fun. And we are still using the new limited list, which is... It's an interesting one. I think I'm happy that we're using this list just because it's very tempting to just be like triple Cyber Dragon, triple DD Warrior Lady, triple Breaker, that's my monsters, right? I think by using this list, it does force a little bit of diversity, but at the same time, I often find myself looking at that restricted to one section of the list, and I'm like, man, Zone of the Spirit is just really playable in anything, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, hey, how are you feeling about the deck you brought? Are you feeling confident in it?
I don't know. It's gonna depend on if I get the draws I need.
Yeah. Well, at least luckily in Speed, it's more likely you find what you need with only a 20 card deck. But the deck I brought, I think, is the strongest deck I can make using the stuff I haven't already used this season. So I think for me, it probably only goes downhill from here. But this one, I think, is actually a really, really strong deck. So we're going to have to see what you've got to put up a fight against it. Or maybe you'll completely destroy me and I'll be like, oh no, I can only go down from here. Alex is wrecking me. All right, let's get some rock, paper, scissors going. Let's go with this. I think I've been in all of our speed rock, paper, scissors lately.
Yeah, you have. They really need that extra card.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, we both do. Alright, you're on a Jaden skill. I'm on a Christine skill.
Just gonna set and then.
Okay. Start turn. Stand by main. I will activate Allure of Darkness. I'm going to assume you don't have an Ash Blossom.
Nope.
Go ahead and draw 2. Then I will banish Break of the Magic Warrior.
Ooh.
And then I will normal summon Break of the Magic Warrior. Give him a little counter. I'm going to set 2 to the back row. Move to battle and declare an attack with my Breaker. No! We take the 100. Nothing we can do about that. Alright, we'll go to end phase and pass back.
Okay. I am going to nobleman this.
Alright, I will chain it. It is Zone of the Spirit. But it will come out in defense mode, obviously, so it's quite easy to get over it at the moment. Unless my other face down is a Mirror Force. That's out in speed now, right?
But I hope not.
It's in every other format, so why?
Oh, I'm just gonna have to end, I think.
Okay. Draw. Down by main. Let's just twiddle this guy around. I do not currently have a way to out 2000 defense.
Really good.
I will pass the turn.
Okay. End.
Draw for turn. Ooh, there we go. That's what we're talking about. Alright, are you ready to see what I'm on?
Yep.
I will activate Fusion Party. Oh, that graphic is very messed up on my side. Let's try and flip it down and flip it up again and see if it fixes it. No, it doesn't. Okay, we're just gonna have it. We're just gonna have it look like that. That's fine. It looks great. It looks like a proxy that someone's like printed out and they've only coloured in the middle bit.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna activate the effect of Fusion Party and fuse together Destiny Hero Plasma and Destiny Hero Dogma. So, Destiny Hero Plasma, fun fact, in the original Japanese was called Destiny Hero Blue D. It was like B-L-O-O in English, and then hyphen D.
Alright.
So it was like blood, but also if you say it like the Japanese say it, it was just like Blue D. And then I can summon out Destiny Hero... Oh, sorry, just Destiny End Dragoon.
Cool.
So once per turn, I can target one monster on your opponent controls, destroy that target. If it was face up, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack of the monster. You cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you use this effect. So, I could blow it up and do 800 damage, or I could just attack over it. I think we're probably just going to be attacking. So we'll go battle phase. We will attack into it.
Yep.
Then we'll get in for 19 and 18 respectively, which is a total of 37. And then pass the turn.
Oh. That draw does nothing for me. Yep. Got a minute to beat.
Okay, that's game 1. Okay. It's pretty cool as well that we've got to see like this elemental hero / destiny hero matchup. The big issue with destiny heroes is 99% of their cards suck. So obviously I'm just playing the big ones because the regular boring main deck monsters are all just really bad. Standby main. I guess we'll summon the best destiny hero, Breaker the Magical Warrior. And then pass the turn.
Okay. I'm going to... Up. Up. And then...
You wouldn't have set Waking the Dragon against me, right, Alex?
Oh, you never know.
Well, let's find out. Break it. Okay. So that could just be everyone's favourite little rascal, Clayman. Let's go ahead and activate. Oh, it looks proper this time. Fusion Party. And then we'll send everyone's favourite boys to the graveyard. And summon out Destiny End Dragoon. Go battle. And we're going to attack with Dragoon, in case it is a 2k defender. And then get in for 16. Or passing back to you.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have... I can't do anything with all these.
He's got a lot of bits.
Yeah, well, I've got a bunch of materials, but no fusion, so... Oh, it's not what I wanted.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. Obviously, just attack.
Yeah.
What was your skill, out of curiosity? I mean, we'll get game 3 either way, because we didn't really get to see anything.
Here goes something.
So it's once per duel, you can activate a skill at the start of your battle phase where you control exactly one elemental hero monster and no other monsters. For the rest of this turn, it gains 800 attack while battling an opponent's monster and can attack all monsters your opponent. So if you managed to actually summon a Thunder Giant, you were fine, because you could just walk over me. But you just didn't get the polymerization plus both pieces.
I either didn't see Poly, or I didn't see Poly and 2-bit.
Well, let's fire into a game 3. I want to see your deck, like, fusion summon.
Yeah, again, wasn't doing this in first hands last night.
What, and you were just getting it?
I was getting at least something.
Right, we'll activate Allure of Darkness. 1, 2. That's unfortunate. Okay, so we will banish Dogma. We will set 2 back row, and then pass the turn.
Man. And
Draw for turn. Stand by main. Let's go Night Beam, targeting your back row. I will set a back row. Pass the turn.
guess I might as well just normal summon, attack directly.
We'll take 12. Draw for turn. Stand by main. That is that's a rough draw. Very rough draw. I think I actually pass again, you know?
Okay, here we go. Activate Fusion Sage.
See.
Grab Poly.
Okay.
Yes, we'll activate Poly. Layman and Goddess. To make Thunder Giant even.
Okay. Okay.
We'll activate Fusion Recovery.
Oh, we are literally all in. This is nothing
Yeah.
but gas.
Take back Poly and Goddess.
Yep. See no reason why you can't do that.
And then activate Poly again.
Yep.
Then Goddess and Frogman to make Plasma Vice.
Oh, baby. I didn't realize this guy came out with these. Okay, so summoned. If this card attacks with piercing damage, you can discard one card, tag one tap to switch controls to destroy the target. Ooh.
Wing.
Okay, so 28. Well, we do have the Wall of Disruption.
Ooh.
So this is a permanent reduction of 16 to both of your monsters. There's
That's
a dueling stable.
800.
That'll be 16 and 16 off both.
Yeah, so you're taking 800 from Thunder Giant.
yeah.
And then 800 from Plasma Vice.
That'll be 1,000, right?
Oh yeah, 1,000.
I lived.
Yeah, no, that's what the deck's supposed to do.
Yeah, I think I preferred it in games 1 and 2, you know. I don't know. Do I summon a monster? You can just be over what I summoned. So, I think I pass again.
For the meme, I'm gonna normal summon Burst Tricks.
What if I told you if you didn't summon Burst Tricks, you couldn't beat me?
You got another wall back there?
Spear Karibo.
Oh, Sphere Grip.
I know. I mean, you could. If I had another wall, you couldn't kill me because then it'll be at 0 attack.
Mm-hmm.
But what will you do when I... Wait a minute, this is 800.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I am alive. Get to live.
Then 1,000.
Another Sphere Karibo.
To defense.
Okay. We're alive. There is one draw that gets me out of this. I need exactly Dogma, right? There are 2 Dogma in the deck, 11 cards. What do you think of the chances we get it? Well, actually, I suppose Breaker also keeps me in this, right? Because it's a big beater. Oh, but then you can just kill it with whichever one of these giants gets to live. Draw for turn. Stand by main. I can summon the Breaker. Again, this does have the problem of whichever one of these I don't kill, the other one gets to kill it. Oh no, it's less than the attack of this card. So if I leave Thunder Giant alive, he's still a little baby. So I'll go battle. We will attack over... Wait a minute, no, I can't attack over Vice.
No, because you only reduced its attack, not its defense.
Oh no! Shit! Does that mean I lose either way? Is there anything I can do? Alright, declare an attack on Thunder Giant for 1,100 damage.
Goodbye, Thunder Giant.
Which means summoning the Burstinatrix was even more relevant. No, actually it wouldn't have mattered at all, would it? Because if I had taken an attack from Vice, I would have died either way, so it needed to be in defense mode. Yep, pass the turn. Oh wait a minute. Yeah, right, so the play was activate Fusion Party, use Breaker. Right, again, I've already missed this, so it doesn't matter, it's already gone. You've beaten me this game, it's fine, because this would have been pre-battle phase. But what I could have done is fuse Breaker with this guy, the special summon Dangerous.
Ah.
So I could discard a card, send a Destiny Hero monster from my hand or deck to the graveyard, and if you do, all Destiny Hero monsters get 200 attack for each Destiny Hero monster in your graveyard. So I could have boosted this thing up to 24, because I would have sent one and there's already one in the graveyard, and then attacked over Plasma Vice, and that would have been the play. But I didn't see it, so regardless, on your turn, you use Plasma Vice, kill my Breaker, attack me for game.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot I had this guy in it, you know? Because that's just me, like, not knowing the deck enough. Like, this guy... So, Dangerous was a big card in Duel Links, and I played against it a ton. but I never actually played the Destiny Hero Duel Links deck myself, so I have like no experience with this card.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it was a cool one. Obviously, my deck just wants to single-mindedly summon out this motherfucker. And your deck kind of wants to less single-mindedly, but still get to the same conclusion, summon out fusion monsters. What other ones did you have in the extra deck?
Flame Wingman, Plasma Ice, and Thunder Giant.
Okay, Flame Wingman is a really cool one, but he's so weak.
Yeah, the idea was, if you've got a bunch of monsters, get out just Flame Wingman, and then activate the skill.
Yeah, get the OTK.
And, beat over, deal damage equal to their attack to you.
Yeah. It's again, it's a little bit cheesy, right? The Flame Wingman OTK, but if it works, it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, Plasma Vice is a really interesting one. I've just realized something as well.
Mm-hmm.
Plasma Vice is made using Blade Edge.
Yeah, that's why Goddess isn't here.
Yeah, that's why. So in my mind, I think there is another fusion that's used making Sparkman and Clayman, and I thought this was that one, but it's not. This is the Blade Edge one. Because there's
the one.
What fuses out of those two? Well, it's like
Clayman and Sparkman.
Yeah, I think there's another one that comes off those two because Flame Wingman has a couple as well. He can go into Phoenix Enforcer or Flame Wingman.
Oh yeah. Well, whatever he is, he's not in Speed Duel at the minute.
Nah, yeah, that's what I mean. I didn't think he would be because he was one of those like late additions. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I mean, Destiny and Dragoon is neat. Like he's kind of an asshole, right? He can pop a monster, but then his other effect is once per turn during your standby phase, if this card is in your graveyard, you can banish a Destiny Hero card from your graveyard to special summon it. So it also brings itself back to the field if you do out it. So it's just like such a strong boss monster. And obviously we got the pre-errated fusion party. I don't think that mattered in this game because anytime I could fusion, I had cards in hand I could just throw away. But this card does get an errata after this set, which says you need to discard a card to use it. So instead of just you being able to fuse for free once per duel, it is you can turn any card in your hand into polymerization, I guess is kind of how you look at it.
Yeah.
And then we're getting a similar nerf to the Ritual Ceremony, which again, we'll have to discard a card to use it, which will make it a lot less desirable. But yeah, I think that's it for my old skills that are going to be coming back. I think from now on, it's nothing but GX, baby. It'd be interesting to see what you still bring, because we still have quite a lot, right? We haven't used, neither of us have used Crystal Beasts. There is none of the Bastion stuff, but I don't really know if we're going to use any of that. It's all a bit weak. We haven't seen Ancient Gears yet. I know we both have an Ancient Gear skill. I think I've still got Dinosaurs. There's still a lot. There's still a lot in the tank. So we'll have to see what we bring next week. I'm really looking forward to it. I love this.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, GG, buddy.
GG.